Hey YouTube, it's Coach Tame and I'm back with another unboxing. This time I got a package from Cubezz. We've got 3 cubes in here from Mofang Jiaoshi. The new Pandora cube, the Asymmetric cube, and then the main event for tonight is the MF8. This is the new entry in their MF line of N×N cubes. This is an 8×8, the first ever budget 8×8. Is it going to stink? Is it going to be good? Who knows? Let's open the package and find out what we've got. Alright, so we've got the 3 cubes out of the box. We got the Pandora cube, the Asymmetric, it's called unequal on some sites, and then the MF8. We'll get to the MF8 last. Let's go ahead and start with the Pandora cube. So this is essentially a 3×3, and we're kind of a shape mod. The one that actually doesn't change the behavior of the 3×3. It just kind of looks different. So you can see the corners are a little bit different shape. They're actually they're triangular and have kind of actually a little bit sharp points. That turns very, very well, and yeah, very, very smooth. And of course, it looks really, really cool. It does catch a little bit as you turn. You're going to catch it. See, you can just like that. You're not real careful. And you know, of course, you can even do. I think you can even do M slices. Yeah, you can do M slices. A little hard because there's not a whole lot to hit with your finger there. You kind of got to reach, but you can do them. It is possible. And you know what? That looks very cool when it's mixed up. Turns great, you know, and that's just basically a pretty darn cool looking cube. You know, obviously not going to be anybody's main as a 3×3 or anything like that, but still a very cool cube. And like I said, it turns very, very well. Turns well, but it is a little. It's not that it's hard to turn, but like I said, your fingers do kind of get in the way, and I don't have the smallest hands in the world, but my hands are definitely not big either, and I'm still catching constantly on these points, and they are. Just a little on the sharp side. Nothing like you're going to be, you know, going to the emergency room from bleeding or anything like that. But definitely doesn't exactly tickle. Anyway, I'm not going to go ahead and finish that, but we'll go. That's a very cool looking cube, and definitely, you know, I'll pick it up. I think it was about $4. Definitely worth the pickup. Next, we've got the Asymmetric cube. So Mofang Jiaoshi, MoU, has been doing more of the non-WCA puzzles, and they do a really nice job with theirs. Unlike some other companies, when they do non-WCA puzzles, they kind of let the quality drop a little bit. MoU doesn't really do that. They definitely keep theirs up. So this is essentially a mirror blocks, but with each side having its own color. So this is it's basically a 3×3, just with different sizes. You can see each of the different layers are different size, and then the white and yellow faces are all exactly the same size, and then the different sizing is just on the 4 around the middle. This is probably a MF3 or MF3S, or what is it, MF3RS body, and it does, of course, as you would expect, turn very well, very smooth. A little on the sandy side, but no, no big deal there. And let's go ahead and see what that looks like with a checkerboard. And that looks pretty darn cool. You can see the different faces offset from each other, so you get the yellow side sticking out like that. Definitely very cool, and like I said, it does turn very well. Has a cheap feel to it, so maybe not an MF3 RS, but definitely in the budget range. Has a kind of a hollow, light, cheap feel, as you might expect. Again, it's a $4 or $5 cube, but it looks cool. The shades are very nice. Moyu has definitely figured out how to do the stickerless shades. Looks great, turns great, nice puzzle. All right, now what we've all come here to see, and that is the MF8, the very first budget 8x8 puzzle that anybody has released so far. I believe there's only been a handful. There's the V-Cubes has done one, and Shengshao has done an 8x8, and Yushin, of course, has the Huanglong. And now we've got Moyu releasing one in their Cubing Classroom series. So let's go ahead and see what we've got. If I can open the box. Like that. All right, and find the other one. So this one, now you may go out on the Cubezz website and notice that this is not listed on the Cubezz website. That's because they don't list anything 5x5 and up on their site. I forget what the reason for that is, but they do sell the stuff. So what you just got to do is email them. They will send you a price list with the larger puzzles on it. You just pay them, and they will send you the cubes that you want. This one was I want to say $22, so cheaper than much cheaper than any of the U.S. sites, and that included shipping. Now, straight out of the box, a couple of very, very first impressions. First, it's either slippery or lubed. Now, I know there have been some concern about it being frosted plastic, and that's absolutely not the case. It's just regular plastic, same as on any other Moyu stickerless puzzle, but it is slippery like it's been lubed. And the other thing is it is small. So this is a very small 8x8. Let's go ahead and get out the handy dandy caliper, and we'll zero that out. Let's see what we got. We are looking at, what is that? Just over 69 millimeters. So about 60, yeah, depending on how straight I can get with it. So about 69 millimeters. Now I've got the Yushin here, and that one checks in at almost 89. As you can see, that one is about 89 millimeters. This is, by the way, the best one on the market so far. And then I also happen to have a 6x6. This is a Wuhua, and that one is about almost 68 millimeters. So we are just barely bigger than a standard 6x6 with this 8x8. So we'll go ahead and put the two side by side, and you're looking at a layer and a half taller in the Huanglong versus the MF8. So let's go ahead and get that out of the way, and now some turns. But first of all, that is very smooth. It is tight. I'd heard that these are tight, but it does turns very smoothly. Inner layer there is slow, and ooh, that there is very slow. Okay, but yeah, definitely slow, but it does turn well, relatively. But it is definitely slow and a little on the hard side to turn. And now that I've messed up that T-perm because it is so slow and so hard to turn, right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and I've heard that this actually gets a little better if you loosen the tensions a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and loosen it and see if that doesn't help it out, and also fix my botched T-perm and get this back to a solid state. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I will be right back. Alright, so I have loosened the tensions. As you can see, it's tensions are much more reasonable now. I also put in about a half a dozen drops of DNM 37, and the puzzle turns much better now. You know, it's not great. It's still definitely very slow, and just a little sluggish, little catchy. Not bad. Turning is definitely smooth, especially on the outer layers. But there you go. I got a pop. That's the first one I've gotten of those. So that's fun. That's always fun. Fortunately, I was able to get that back in there. You know, and not a bad puzzle, but not a great puzzle. So if you're looking for an 8x8 and your budget is $30, your options are limited, and that is the MF8. And in that price range, especially compared to the price of other 8x8s, not a terrible option, so long as you know you're not going to be solving this super fast. You know, it turns okay, but not great. So you just got to be aware of that. You know, it turns okay, turns smoothly, but a little, you know, just a little on the catchy, not quite smooth. Not quite. I mean, it is. I'm sorry, it is smooth, but it's just a little on the sluggish side. Ghost Cuber described it to me as an MF6, only bigger. Yeah, that's pretty much what we're looking at. Not terrible, but you know, if you have the money, then the Huang Long is the way to go. But also, this is much smaller, much more easy to carry around, much more easy to handle. It definitely fits in the hands much better and is more comfortable. Now, as I've mentioned before, I do like big puzzles, and so having a 89 millimeter 8x8, not a big deal for me, even though my hands are not all that huge. However, for a lot of people, you know, smaller puzzles are much more comfortable, much more easy to solve. And if that's you, then this is the way to go. But, you know, not great, not terrible. It kind of just does the job in its price range. You know, you can't really have super duper high expectations for a puzzle that's that much cheaper than its competition. So that's kind of the bottom line. So what have we got? We've got the Pandora cube, really cool, just a touch catchy as you're turning, because it likes to hit your hands, and the corner points are a little sharp, but boy does it look really cool. Asymmetric cube, you know, basically just a 3x3 mirror blocks, but with different colors, also very cool. A little cheap feeling, turns really smoothly though. And then the MF8. A little on the sluggish side, as you saw, it does pop. I've never had a pop on my Huang Long, and you know, for the price, not bad at all. Again, if $30 is your budget, then that's the way to go. So anyway, that's the unboxing for tonight. If you like what you've seen, go ahead and hit subscribe. Go ahead and hit the bell so that you get notified when I make a new video. Check out my Teespring store, and I will have links to buy the two 3x3 puzzles down below. Since the 8x8 is not on the Cubezz website, you just got to contact them about that. So thank you everybody, and I will see you in the next video.